Hey everyone, welcome to Force of Will 101, special floor edition. Just moved to a new place with Matt Cosmore, and of course I'm joined today by Chris.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Chris Durant here. I'm happy to bring you some more live content, finally.
We're doing this on the floor just because I don't have everything set up yet, and I know people were asking for it. So the first match we have for you today is Dark Pandora. I'll be playing that. It's the same exact list that took top 8 in Italy, or won Italy Open, I guess I should say. Got to play it yesterday at our weekly event, and it was
So good.
it's it's pretty nasty, it turns out. So, and Chris is going to be playing the Yellow Brick Road. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's the Yellow Brick Road list that you guys saw on our YouTube channel at Force of Will US on YouTube. A lot of people seem to be enjoying the list. Got some cool comments, and I had some chats with some people about it. And we're gonna see how it goes today against this Dark Pandora. Um, I'm not the most optimistic. I got dream crushed yesterday by Matt, so.
It's my record now against Chris is I'd say a 1 in 15 if we were counting life records from both Force of Will and Kaijudo. So let's see how it goes when I'm playing real decks, I guess. So
Yeah.
let's get some die rolling out of the way real
Yeah.
quick.
Hopefully, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it because I have the tiniest dice and they're not the best color. So you'll have to trust us. We're telling you the right numbers. But spoiler alert, I always win the dice roll against Matt.
And 12. All right.
12.
We'll just roll one of these and oh 6. Oh! Roll again.
Rip headphone users.
Yep. Sorry again. Oh, 3.
Roll
Let's see.
snake eyes. Snake eyes. Oh,
All right,
you
8.
did.
I guess I get to finally be on. Oh wait, you actually need these though.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be on the play. We'll resolve some mulligans and get right into this for you guys.
We are starting off beautifully. Spoiler alert: the dice roll is the most exciting part of any game.
I actually found out. I'm sure you can see it too, but
I can't see the screen, so.
we can just talk about it as we're going. So Necronomicon, just definitely not a card that I want early in the game. Regardless of what he's knowing, the rest of this hand is pretty stacked, it turns out. So I'm only going to mulligan one.
As for me, typically I want to throw back Oz's Magic because then I can search for it with Oz. So I'm probably going to do that now. I also like the rest of my hand. I only have one Resonator, so I might throw back Zeke's, but I like to hold it in game 1 just because you never know what you're playing against. So I'm just going to mull 1 right now.
It's pretty good against Carmilla.
And I drew a Tin Man, which is so good. All right,
Set ruler. All right. Yeah, because I like playing things on curve, knowing it's in the rest of my hand, so I'm just going to Cheshire early. I am absolutely just loving this hand already. I'll put that back, say go.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. We're going to get some mana here. Green Redstone. Yeah, all right. We're going to play a Cowardly Lion.
Yep, the cowardliest.
And say go.
Draw. Some cover. I don't know why I ever untapped that.
Oh, double black-blue.
Well, my Thunder is looking kind of sad right now, but that's fine because now we get to see just how broken Spiral Despair is. So let's get that random train going. Where's the dice? Just give me 2, so I'll roll both at the same time. Those are the ones that get.
Sure.
We'll try to speed this up.
6 will be a reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 and 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Sorry guys, this is a problem with random. 5 and 4. So I got a Tin Man and an Oz's Magic.
Wow, the 2 that I didn't want you to get. Seriously, those are the 2 I needed next turn.
And that's why random is good. All right, pass back to you.
Just so you guys know, the reason why I needed these next turns is because I could have played the Tin Man and then played Oz's Magic, got them both counters, pump them up to 500, 500, and been a little happier. However, that's not how today's going to work. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to tap some mana. It's a little early for me to be playing any of my stuff, so I think I'm just going to swing for 200.
I don't want him getting the counters So I'll go ahead and block with Cheshire. Cheshire Cat gets shuffled back in.
Sure.
And Redstone off the top, one-time dealer. Good after that?
Yeah, I'm good.
So draw.
No redstone.
Yeah. So we was Osmatic. So we play the Spiral here first. That way, if he has Zeeks, he has to play it, and we can still chase it in response. But we're still going to try to force the discard since he can't protect it and save it from the obvious thunder that I'm leaving up.
Zeeks.
Yep. I will chase that with Thundering the Lion.
Sure. And then I also have to discard 2.
Yep. So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure. 3 and 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, sorry, we did this out of order. Technically, this should have died. Zeke's resolves, illegal target, then Spiral. But hopefully, everyone caught the train of what happened there. So,
Yeah, I would have done it that. I would have done it that way. I wouldn't have known he had a thunder in hand, so I played it the way I would have if we weren't talking to each other. And now I'm just kind of
dead.
Kind of dead.
2 Spiral Despair is really good.
It's pretty nasty, and I have no resonators in hand. So the only thing I can do is pass, to be honest.
All right, passing on empty board feels pretty good. Call for another stone here. Missing a color, but oh well. So feeling pretty good. So I just want to get the Cheshire Cat back out there to draw a couple cards, see what we're dealing with. I am actually going to take an aggressive route on this one. Probably not correct just to tap out here, but he has 2 cards in hand, 2, right? So
2, yep.
If he had a Resonator, he would have played it, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. So I'm going to play a Cinderella and equip Shoes to it just to get a clock going and pass back to you.
Okay. Draw. Untap everything.
Excuse me while I'm just missing light, apparently.
And this is just getting worse and worse for me. I really don't have anything in hand that can save me at this point, so I just have to pass.
Right.
I cannot draw a Resonator to save my life.
Draw. Ah, Light Source, right on time. So I'm just going to swing for 1,000.
You're going to hit me.
Doot doot. I probably should get something to prop that up. Laura, I'm just going to use it to. We're actually going to go a more aggressive route with this. So I'm going to shortcut here real quick. There should be another Laura in here. Because I just want to end this game as quickly as possible at this point. So I'm going to play Laura to search for a Laura, play the second Laura to search for a Carmilla, and put the Carmilla into my hand. Just to, if for whatever reason he has red, maybe he has a thunder, just something to hopefully shorten the clock as much as possible. And let's pretend that that red Blackstone is untapped because that's clearly the one that I should be leaving up.
Yeah, probably.
Let me get back to that real quick. All right, and pass to you.
Draw for turn. Oh, look.
Nothing.
I'm not even really sure what I can do here about anything. I can get another mana. I could flip Crimson Girl, but like...
Well, I mean, it's a blocker.
Yeah, but I think I just need to try to hold out for something here at this point, and I'll say go.
Well, don't forget I'm flipping Pandora next turn, potentially, too. So if you have some kind of field editions, you're probably better off just playing them out. Minus Refarth, but... And we are playing with the multiple field edition rule if that does come up. Just let everyone know.
Just for those of you who are wondering, this is my hand, okay? So I have a Zeeks, I have a Thunder, I have a Silver Stake, I have a Refarth, okay? Refarth is only good if I want to flip her, flip Little Red. And Refarth doesn't actually buff Little Red, so she would just die to Cinderella.
Well, you let Cinderella through, block a 300, I guess. I mean, you know that I'm tapped out, so you probably Thunder a Laura, flip it so you can block the other Laura, and that way you're only taking 1,000 instead of 16, right?
I mean, I suppose.
It's not
Yeah.
ideal, but you're
So then we'll rewind. But again, I don't have any light sources, so I can't like I don't. Or I guess I have Elmarius. I have one. So we'll do that by playing the Rebirth.
Yep.
And then we'll Thunder Laura, just for sake to see
Yep.
what happens here.
Again, just trying to preserve your life total as much as you can.
Which opens me up to being Carmilla or just a Carmilla dropping, even though he's basically probably gonna flip Pandora this next turn. So say go.
Because I realize that I'm just feeling aggressive here, I'll 500 you in the draw before I untap.
Sure.
Untap everything. I'm going to flip over Dark Pandora, just make him discard his hand, see what he has. You know, anytime your opponent has no cards in hand, you're feeling pretty good. Or I guess the point. Oh, I guess you. Sorry, I guess I screwed that up because you just can't really. Because even if you block, then I just hit Cinderella into your. Yeah, I goofed.
Yeah, this is just bad news. So I can't even afford to block her. So
yay, sequencing.
Yeah, I'll take the 300.
Yep.
And then I'll take the 1,000.
Yep, feeling pretty good. Say go.
Draw for turn. A little late, and then I say GG.
I mean, you can attack Laura, I block. You can block Tin Man. Or I guess I could just sack. Ha! Yeah, just kidding.
Matt.
But it gives it +2. I'd have to sack off 2 guys. I mean, this is clearly game. I mean, for anyone that's watching.
Right.
I have a Laura, Carmilla, another Spiral, which doesn't do anything, and a Stoning.
Yes. I mean, as unfortunate as it is, like, if I was playing this in real life, I would have conceded. So,
yeah, David has a good point, though. Did we miss were you tapped out when I put Slippers on Cinderella? Did you have Thunder in hand at that time?
No, I top decked a Thunder a turn later.
Oh, okay. So that did just happen to resolve, thankfully.
He discarded the Thunder that I started with.
Yeah, that one I did. I didn't know if there was a second Thunder in there, so.
I drew it later after the Slippers run.
Feels good. So, yeah. This is, we'll play a couple more games just to decimate Chris with.
Neat.
This is, it is a very, very powerful deck that we've been finding out. Which is funny because it reminds me of that Romeo Juliet deck I put together that had Dark Pandora. So you have board control and you have hand control, but turns out this version's just better. I think adding the 3 Mephistopheles is really what helps. Hey, you get to be on the play though. Oh, I broke it.
Oh, beautiful ad. Yeah, this app is kind of bad, but I mean it does the job. As long as you don't mind ads.
I'm gonna do this because I think it's a little easier to see then. Not really.
But then we have a big book in the middle of our playfield.
Shh.
Yeah.
I gotta do my bridge because I know you love bridging.
I don't know. Straw poll, guys. How many of you like to bridge your decks when you're shuffling for card games? Let me tell you, I can't bring myself to do it. Just can't.
Grievelorn, the Pandora deck is just the top 8 Italy one. We'll probably do a deck tech on it just because. You can also check out Force of Will UK. David had the opportunity to talk to the guy directly and get a deck list, so that's definitely something worth checking out as well. The Yellow Brick Road that Chris is playing is the exact list that's up on our Force of Will US YouTube channel. So sorry, as I'm taking forever to get shuffled here.
I'm keeping.
Are you? Is it that good?
It's good enough.
I'm feeling pretty confident with this hand. I'm only going to mulligan 1. And it gets better. Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just keeps getting better.
Cowardly Lion, turn 1. Go ahead.
Black or red source? Slippers. Get right. Go.
Draw. Man. Another red. That's not that good. Well, my starting hand went from being really good to not that great. After that turn
Yep.
1, get rid of my stuff. So
Sometimes you just need to turn 1 slippers.
I think we're just gonna pass here.
Draw.
And see what he does.
I don't have a blue source. He has no board, so we're just going to go with the most unfair of cards and play a spiral. So
You
6,
hear me not talking because of my really extreme happiness.
4 and 5.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
Again,
Pretty.
getting the exact 2 that he needs to get. For those of you who didn't see, he got a Scarecrow and an Oz's Magic.
It's pretty good. No combo turns for you. Say go.
Man. I'm going to drop this.
I am so sorry that they wanted to see this.
Still no light source.
This absolute massacre.
Still no light source, so there's literally nothing I could play, and I will pass the turn. I'm hoping for another spiral just to make me feel even better next turn.
Oh, look at that. Perfect Miana. Well, we don't have a spiral right now, but let's see if we can draw into one. Nope, no spiral, unfortunately. So, put that back. I'm feeling pretty bold, so I'm just going to throw out a Cinderella. Say go.
Get thundered.
Sack.
Neat. Just so that my thunder fizzles. Still go?
Knowing I don't have, I'm going to get a little risky here. Just shuffle in the, just the Cheshire Cat as well, just to have a chance to draw it later, get more draw power going.
Okay, my turn.
I don't feel too bad considering he has no board presence right now, so I think getting rid of the Cheshire is fine, just to put it back into the deck.
Alright, so I think the best thing I can do right now is as kind of loose as this sounds, I really need to get back in the whole game of doing things. And he's tapped out, and I'm not going to have this opportunity much more. So I'm going to play the Scarecrow on an empty board, which is normally not very good. Then I'm going to play an Oz's Magic to give it a counter. Honestly, it's bad, okay? Don't ever do this unless you absolutely have to. And then on top of that, I'm going to drop a Realm of Pure Spirits.
Yeah, that's actually fine. So he realized I'm tapped out. He has a way to protect it, and yeah, I can clearly see he wishes he had more there, but that's a good enough start for it. So I'm gonna draw, call a stone. Let me see what I got here. So
Literally knocking stuff over. There goes my vampire deck, all over the place. I'm watching you, I promise.
I'm gonna play a Laura. Actually, it's probably all I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna play a Laura to get a Carmilla just to get an 8/8 body. Really, since he has Realm of Pure Spirits, it definitely gets a lot worse in value. But 8/8 bodies can be fine sometimes. So I'm gonna put that in my hand and just say go after that.
Okay, I'm gonna draw for turn.
Turns out deck thinning is still very good.
I'm gonna untap. Now at this point, since I know he's playing Pandora and he has Spiral Despair, I'm guessing it's Dark Pandora. Like, I mean, I guess if we're playing these all as game ones, so I kind of want to just clear out my hand. I want to use my cards before he can get rid of them. So I'm gonna tap for mana here. I'm gonna play Aesop.
Neat.
For 2. So I have the Aesop Realm of Pure Spirits combo. And since it can't be targeted because of Realm of Pure Spirits, it makes all my other my fairy tales basically untouchable.
Dreamy Juliet one time?
Then I'm probably gonna swing for 500.
I wish there was pump spells in this deck now. You know what? I mean, because you're obviously not going to block with Aesop either, so it puts me in really. I'm just going to preserve my life total as much as I can.
Sure. And I'm gonna say go.
Draw. Stone. Cards in hand.
1.
Well, I know now he's not going to ever practically attack with Aesop because he'd lose the bonus. So I don't really have a reason to play Carmilla yet, but I'll play Spiral of Despair, making him discard his 1
In
card.
response, I'll zap you for 5.
Oh, even better. So, does nothing. Does actual nothing. Play another Laura just to get the last Carmilla. And say go after that.
Okay. Draw for turn.
That top deck mode. This is the part where I slowly die to just a super beefed up Scarecrow, unless I can draw my dream in a reasonable amount of time.
So I think here, I don't know if I want to, I don't really need to, I mean, I kind of want to dig for Almerius, but I could flip Crimson Girl. But I'm kind of in the spot where he can't really touch me. So I'm not too worried about flipping Crimson Girl right now, so I think I'm going to just grab another mana. And we did not get the Almerius. That's okay. We're going to play 2 for Realm of Evolution.
Yep.
So now my Scarecrow is a 700/700. And I'm going to swing for 7.
Yep. Again, no real reason here. Just preserve life total as much as I can.
Sure. And I'm going to assume that I'm not dumb and tap that a little differently. Not tap the One Piece thing for no reason. And I will say go.
And you have no cards, right?
Correct.
Well, this hand is getting a bit interesting, but now we get to start playing a little bit more aggressively with things, and I'll casually play Myth. So, 15/15, have at you.
Okay. Untap. Or draw first.
Well, I guess target attack doesn't work then either, does it? Because yeah.
What?
What's the exact wording on target attack? Does it actually target, or it doesn't say? It just says target attack.
I'm not sure. I've never really encountered that.
Oh, this is why you play test.
So at this point,
May I get it? David, if you're still in the stream, what's the ruling on target attack? It just says you can attack a recovered resonator, right? It doesn't actually target. If you can help us out with that real quick. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I can kill Aesop this way. We'll find out. Shout out to David on the stream. Hopefully he's listening.
I think I'm gonna keep digging here. I really, really am desperate for Almerius. Especially now that he has Mephistopheles.
Yeah, so I can start picking things off with Meth.
Yeah, I was almost positive that was the case.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you're 99% sure of. You just don't want to say something wrong on
stream.
stream.
A second Aesop.
Neat.
I think at this point too, I'm going to tap 1 and sack Realm to go search for something. I need to just search for as much stuff as I can.
Pretty sure I'm just racing you at this point. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I'm gonna play Oz, Great Wizard.
Yep. Well, you have if you
I'm
pay 3.
Yeah, which I'm going to do.
You gonna look for the Oz's magic too while you're at it?
Oh yeah, I probably should do that.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, David could just confirmed it too.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where like we're doing live, we do one thing wrong, and then it's a week-long discussion on the forums. Yeah, based on what's in my hand, I think I'm just going to go for over-the-top value anyways. I'm pretty sure I can still outrace you.
Oz's magic. So I'm going to tap my 3. I guess I'll leave this unmarked, even though I don't have anything to trigger it with. Play Oz. Play the Oz's magic. Go up to 2. Draw a card. Yeah, and I can't really swing now because of Mephistopheles. So I will say go.
Alright, draw. And very awkward and also interesting draw at the same time. What do I have? That's not going to do much for me, I don't think. Yeah. Tap everything. I don't really care about the one stone in your hand, or the one card in your hand, rather. Call a stone. I think I'm just going to play to pick off a couple Aesops, because if some... Straight up 40, right? So 15, 30... Actually, no. We're just going ham.
15 to me?
Yep.
Flying?
Yep.
Sure.
And yeah, I really can't play those awkward resonators out of my hand now because I just sacrificed them. So say go.
Okay. We're gonna draw.
And the card at the back of my hand is what I just drew for the turn. So I realized that I should just go on the aggro plan based on these.
We're gonna tap 3 for Oz.
Yep, another Oz. I mean, so there's a point where he just might go all in on Scarecrow and really start trying to race things and trade off a couple of his creatures with Mephisto, and that could just be a very real thing as well.
Do I not have any Oz's magic left? Did you discard 2 of them?
Chom.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I can just now, we talked about this, I know, but it's been a while since I've had to talk about this. Can Oz grab additions?
No, you
No.
can only grab specifically spell subtype cards.
Okay. I believe I only play 3 Oz's magic. Yep, there's 2, 3. Yep, they're all gone. So that kind of really sucks for me. But I can grab a Thunder, so not the end of the world.
Yeah, David, you're right. There's definitely a point I could have J-rolled instead. I still would have had a red source up, but it would have been probably would have been a very relevant blocker. I just hate just only discarding one card, but chances are he's just going to dump his hand this turn anyway. So, but I do feel very good with what's in my hand as far as hopefully just ending this.
We're gonna flip little red.
Yep. So.
And then, so now we have a Tin Man that is
Huge.
Normally 600 plus 600 plus 600, but it's 1414. So plus 12 plus 12, excuse me. So it's a 1414, which is not quite good enough.
Just 2 for 1 Mephistopheles. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure. So this is the point where it would have been nice to still have the Realm of Evolution, but I mean, I didn't know that I was going to top deck an Oz there. So, what I think we're going to do is
just casually bring this card to the front of my hand.
we have a couple options here. We can swing into the Mephistopheles for 1400. It can't be targeted. My Scarecrow still can't be targeted because it's Aesop locked.
Double protected.
Yeah, so I think as much as it's going to stink to lose that 1414, I mean, how much life are you at? 35?
35, 25.
So I could do 1, or I could do 14, 2000. I think it actually might be better to just do, well, he could have double thunder too and just kill me next turn. So this is a really tough choice for me. This is basically game at this point, so like I need to decide. So I think I'm gonna swing into Mephistopheles.
Yep.
Thunder.
So you're gonna lose
500.
500 off that.
Yeah. Kill. They're both dead. Swing for 600.
Yep.
And if we swing with anything else, it's not really. I could swing with one of my Aesops, But I'm kind of just happy with what I have right now, so I'll pass the turn.
Sure. So, fortunately, in my draw, I'm going to double thunder you,
Sure. 1,000.
untap everything,
Neat.
play
Yep,
Necro,
yep, neat.
and double thunder.
Super neat.
So the point there is you probably could have, instead of using a thunder, sacrificed another creature. At that point, my play would have been Necronomicon into Cinderella, Laura, and just wipe the board that way, since you would have already lost everything, and that would have reset for both sides. And then with triple Carmilla, I'm probably still winning that game anyway.
Right.
So
unfortunately, there's no way for me to know that you have double thunder and Necronomicon in your hand, based on what I see in your graveyard. So that's why it's a card game.
Yep. So we'll play one more just because.
Because Matt likes beating me.
With Chris on the play, we try like doing 3 games with each of these, so people can see more interactions and how things like that will happen. So